Hello, are you alright? Yes, are you? Perfect, right on time. Come on over and take a seat. All right, lovely. Good. Yeah, I'm good, thanks. Please get yourself comfortable. All right. Now I've got you some water. All right, so please just help yourself. Okay, my lovely. So, I'm Nicola, and I have been going through your notes from your colour analysis specialist. All right, and obviously I've been reading what you've emailed me over as well. So I've got a good idea on what kind of colours and different things like that. All right, but I am obviously a makeup specialist. I'm a makeup artist, so I am going to be colour matching you perfectly for makeup. All right, exactly. So I concentrate more on your skin tone, on your eye colour and your hair colour, and how it all blends together. All right, yes. So obviously you've been told that you're a spring palette. So for example, you match certain kind of shades like blacks, whites, creams, nudes, blues, and different shades like that, you know. But as I'm sure the other person told you, that you can also get away with different kinds of shades of things as well. All right, it's just kind of like a guide on what suits. But when it comes to makeup, I'm going to be just looking at your face. All right, okay, and then I'm going to be looking what matches. So first things first, do you have anything on your face? Perfect, so we have a clean base. Okay, that's good. So I know we briefly had a chat on the phone about what to expect, but just to recap briefly. So when I'm doing my makeup colour analysis, they are very different to if you just come to me for a makeover or a makeup trial. All right, so they are very similar to a makeup trial, but I go a little bit deeper and concentrate more on the colours. All right, it's very important for me to get the right colours. So the things that I'll be paying attention to, obviously I'm going to be colour matching you for a foundation and concealer. That's something that everybody should do across the board. All right, so we need to find a perfect foundation shade for you. Then when you've got that, you'll know roughly where you will sit with any kind of foundation shade. All right, then I'm going to be finding the right blusher shade for you, because believe it or not, if you're wearing the wrong blusher, it doesn't look right. All right, yeah, that's same with bronzer, contour, okay, and a highlight. Now different people look different in different types of highlighter as well, so that's good. And then finally, lipstick. All right, so them are the areas that I'll be concentrating on. Now I know you're sitting there thinking, well, that's like basically a full face, which it is, but I'm more about finding the right colours for you. All right, so when I like to do my colour analysis, I've got perfect eyeshadows for people because they are such versatile palettes that they've got pretty much everything in, you know, some really vibrant colours, you know, more neutrals and, you know, nice even shades. And what I'll be doing is popping them up against you. I'll be applying some. You might find that I'll be popping some on, taking it off, vice versa. All right, my lovely. Okay, so does that make sense? Good. And are you happy with what I'll be doing today? Yeah. Okay, so I won't necessarily be playing a full makeover in this session, but you could come back to me and I could apply everything that I've suggested. All right, yeah. This is more about finding the right shade for you and the right colours that suit your hair, your eyes, your skin tone. Yeah, and then you can kind of just wear kind of whatever with it, really. That makes sense. Yeah, okay. But obviously you will be having things applied to your face, but it's going to be more trial and error. All right, my lovely. Okay, Good. So before we get into it, do you have any questions for me? Perfect. If you do think of anything, please just give me a shout. So obviously we've got different types of foundation. All right, from what you've already told me, I would say we could get away with using a liquid. All right, that's fine. And other products, we could either use powder, liquid, a bit of both. All right, it's not an issue. Okay, that's fine. I'm not going to obviously colour match for any powders or anything like that, but I would always recommend with anyone that a good translucent powder is perfect. You're not adding any extra colours, so you're not altering your face colour, okay, from your foundation. Or a nice pink tone, it's nice around here, it's quite brightening, or maybe a lilac to brighten under the eyes, to brighten up around them areas are quite good. All right, and but it's also finding something that you like. So if you want, say, more of a pinky tone under your eye, then go with that. It's quite versatile and suit pretty much anybody's skin tone. Yeah, all right, and same with like a lilac, because it's quite light and goes into your skin. It's not like you're adding a colour on top. So if you were going to, say, use a, I don't know, honey kind of shade, then you, say, went to put on like a translucent powder, it's going to be fine because it's just blends it in. But then if you're going to add a powder on top, say that's, say, a chestnut or like a porcelain or something like that, then obviously it's not going to suit your skin colour. Does that make sense? Good, we're on the right track. So that's obviously always important. And when it comes to mascara and eyeliner and things like that, that's just personal preference, really. I mean, I always tend to go for black because I just love how it looks on my lashes. But some people like to go for more of a brown, and again, that's perfectly fine. And you might find occasionally that you've got some funky colours coming out. Like the moment I'm seeing blue, pink, burgundy, or whatever. But, I wouldn't necessarily recommend that for everybody. Again, it does depend kind of if that's going to go with your eyes. Yeah, but again, that's totally down to you. All right, and same when you come to do brows and things like that. I like mine to be kind of like this. Some people like them darker, some people like them lighter, but just try and make sure it balances, because they do frame your face, so that's really important. Okay, and then it's also good to make sure that you've really good cleansed and moisturised before you pop any makeup on. Does that make sense? All right, you want to really hydrate your skin, make it nice and supple, and then you want to make sure that you are using a primer. Okay, now there's all sorts of different primers. Okay, ones with like a tint in, ones that aren't, one's got shimmers, different type of textures and things like that. You've got to find the right one for you. Okay, that's down to how they feel on your skin and if they are a good quality. All right, yeah. So I don't tend to go through any kind of setting sprays or primers and things with people because, like I say, it's a very personal choice. And then everybody's skin is different and they absorb differently. All right, so that's one of those things that if you know a brand or you like a brand, try it, see what you think. All right, yeah. Exactly that. I mean, I quite like this one. This is Charlotte Tilbury, and this is the Brightening Youth Glow, and it is sort of a bit shimmery. All right. I do like the Giorgio Armani one, illuminating one. That's quite nice. And I like the Be Perfect Champagne Glow priming one. That's really nice. Yeah, so again, it just depends on what it is that you're wanting and what suits you. Okay, good. I will be writing all this down for you and I'll be sending you over in a report, so you'll have all this information that I've just discussed. All right, good. So I hope that's some help to you. Perfect. Right, lovely. Okay, so we understand all that and what we're doing. So let's go on to the colour matches. Right, my lovely. Let's begin. So, what I'm going to do, I'm going to just pop on all the different shades that I have. Now, looking at you, I've got a rough idea of what I think shade is for you, but I'd just like to do this, if that's okay. Good. So, let's go through the different shades. Now, don't worry so much about the brand, okay? Just make sure you go with a good lasting one, all right? Yeah, some are better than others. Okay. And you can see the consistency. Yeah, I do like the Be Perfect foundations. The Giorgio Armani foundations as well. Estee Lauder's quite good, the double wear. But again, it's personal preference. Okay. And again, different people prefer different kind of textures and brands anyway. I wouldn't worry too much about that. Okay, let's just do this last one that I'm going to be using. I do have different types of others. I've got ones that are like a BB cream and like a tint and different things like that, but I'm not going to bother with those. Okay. Lovely. All right. Okay, let's start with this shade. Okay, slightly turn that way for me. Thank you. Okay, that's the one. Okay. Okay. Okay, let's put this one on. Okay. Okay. Is that feeling all right? Good. That's perfect. your shade. Perfect. Just leave that a few more moments. So, the way foundation works is the shade that you can't see the most is your shade. Okay. So, if you've got say a line, two other lines, and one of them is really, say, pale and you can see it really clearly, the other one's really dark and you can really see it really clearly, then there's another one that you can't actually see there. It just looks like your skin. That's the shade that you should be wearing. But it can also be very difficult when it comes to different brands, different types of foundations, and if there's different colours, some of them have reams of different shades. So sometimes it can be quite hard to find your right shade with different brands. Alright, but as long as you know what kind of tone you should be going for, if you should be getting, say, like a neutral or a cool tone or a warm tone, you sort of know where to go straight away. And then you can break it down a little bit further. Alright, so just to give you an idea, so whatever shade I kind of say you are, then you can go away and have a look at that kind of shades. Alright, okay, yeah. But some people like to get the lighter shade so they can work their way up to, you know, more of a darker shade but more balanced. Some people like to start with a dark shade and keep going darker, or some people just like to keep it kind of that kind of shade. Alright, but my advice will always be try and get your closest match. Alright, and sometimes it's not possible to get it bang on. Okay, but that is your base. Okay, so to give you that nice finish. Okay, and same with the concealer. You want the concealer to match your foundation colour. Alright, yeah. And then I would say pop on obviously your base primer. Then I would pop on the foundation. One cover, two cover, it depends how many you need to pop on, okay. I tend to pop on a layer, then I will go again, then I put a little bit of concealer on. Alright, and then I'd move on. Okay, so that's kind of what you'll be needing to do, if that makes sense. Good. Perfect. And then obviously, you know, you just build up then with the products. Now let me have a look. Yeah, that's what I thought it was. Perfect. Stuck between the two shades, but you know. Okay, I'm just going to remove those. Okay, perfect. Right. So obviously I've wrote here what the shade would be and in the matching concealer, but when I do your report I will write obviously a summary on it to give you an idea of, so you know where to go. Alright, yes, you're not just going to be lumbered with these numbers and then that's it. I'm going to give you an in-depth analysis. Alright, so you know when you say go down to Boots or Superdrug or wherever it is you go, you can go in and go, right, go into that brand, let's look at this side of the chart and do that. All right, my lovely. Good. So now I'm going to move on to blush. Right. Okay. Make sure this is clean. Okay. Now I'm going to start with the liquids. All right. Now, what kind of shade would you usually wear in a blush? Okay. Right. So this is called Rosy. Okay. Now, please bear in mind as well that in a bottle or on there, it's not necessarily going to look the same as it would on your skin. Okay. This is called Pretty Pink. Okay. This shade is Apricot Dream. And then we have Just Peachy. And then we have Blushin'. Okay. So that so far. Now these ones I can't pop on there because they're a sponge. So I'm just going to dab, okay? Okay. That's very pinky. Now this one is called Bon Bon Baby, okay? Then this one, you can use this as a blusher or a bronze, or kind of mix it in. And this is called Baked Biscuit, okay? Okay, I'm thinking that's a little bit too pale. Okay. Right, let's get these on you. Okay. How are they feeling on you? Good. Right. So. Okay. Wonderful. Right. If you could just look in that mirror for me, please. Okay, now which shade do you like the look of on you? Bear in mind you've got no base on, but you can still see if a blush is good or not. Yes, okay. Yeah, okay, that's fine. Now I'm going to look at you and see which one suits you the best. So okay, that's good. Okay, that's good. Let that dry. Now, this is Blush Baby. Okay, so you can get obviously matte ones, sheer ones, shiny ones, and different things like that. Okay, let's pop that there. Ones that have got sort of like a highlight in them. Okay. I like that one. Got that kind of shade. And that one. Okay, don't like those. Not very nice shade. Now have a look in the mirror and let me know what you think. Yes, I 100% agree. Yeah. Okay. I think this one, it's quite nice on you. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Now, which did you like the feel of? So with a powder you can obviously apply it and keep making it thicker and thicker and fuller. And with a cream obviously you can keep dabbing it on, but obviously a cream is going to be thinner than what a powder would be. Yeah, I mean, some people like to pop a cream on or a liquid first, then pop some powder on top. Yeah. And just brush it up a little bit or keep a similar shade, or you could kind of blend. So for example, I know this shade I don't think would suit you, but pop this on and then you could like blend a little bit of that in. You see what I mean? Yeah. It kind of just depends a little bit really about what kind of look you want. Yeah, there's so many different ways that you can tweak with it. I mean, I'm going to show you. So I'm going to pop on Pretty Pink. And Rosy. Just get a brush. Now you can pop liquid on with a sponge even. All right. Okay. Okay. Now the other one. Very similar kind of shades. Okay. Just have a look in the mirror. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to pop a bit of this. Okay. Underneath. Then have a look at the difference with that. See what I mean? Yeah, works quite nice. Okay. Right. Let's remove those off your face. Okay, lovely. Okay, lovely. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, exactly that. Just show you a little bit of this. Okay, now have a look at that. Better? Yeah, you can see the difference. Right. Now, different contours that you can have. One's like a stick, so you can draw a line. Just going to draw one. Okay. Some people like to go really dark. Some people like to go lighter. Some people like to go different tones. It just depends on what your preference is. Then you've got that kind of shade. Okay. I'm going to use this. Let's get a bit more out of that. That's it. Okay, so this is this one. And then another kind of shade, be a darker again. Obviously you can rub, you can dab, just depends. Then highlight, you can use powder, you can use liquid. Got a real light one there. Okay. And okay, what do you think? Have a look in the mirror. Just wipe my hands. Which do you think looks nice on you? Yeah, I do agree. Okay. So we want to with the highlighters, it just depends kind of what you're wearing already on your face. Yeah, and what kind of shade you really want to go for. And that we want that shade. That. Okay, that's good. These ones that I do have are like a liquid blush, but they also have highlighting. But they're quite thin. This one's more like a bronze kind of highlight. Okay. So let's get that off your face. Perfect. Right. So when it comes to makeup, it's all about being creative, you know, just letting go and being artistic, all right? But even if you're not, you know, just experiment a little bit or just go with it. You know, don't be scared of it. All right. Now, this palette has a range of different colours. And I always like to get this out when I'm doing a colour match. Alright, so just look at me. Pop it there. So you have obviously mattes, you have shimmers and glitters and different things like that, okay? There's always different kind of shades to go for. Right, so let's have a go at some pinky colours. Okay, good. Okay, close your eyes. keep your eyes closed. Let's go for that one. Open. Lovely. Have a look. Nice. Them kind of shades would look nice. So you can kind of get away with any of those kind of ones, really. Yeah. Okay. Now, the next ones I'm just going to pop here next to your eyes, okay? Let's try this kind of shade. Okay, have a look. Yes, them are the shades that I think would work well with your hair colour, your eye colour and your skin tone. Alright. But you can pretty much be quite flexible, especially when it comes to more of a nudes, pinks and different colours like that. Yeah, even like these kind of shades are quite nice. They would work well. They would work. Probably not those. They wouldn't go very well. Then would be probably a little bit on the dark side as well. All right. And this is another good all-rounder, which I tend to get out. So this section with the nudes, browns, that's going to be quite versatile. That's good. Purpley shades and the bright pinks, I think they're a bit too much. Blues, greens, probably not so much. Now it's always good to have one of these lighter shades over everywhere, and then you can pop one colour on, you can put two colours and blend, you can do corners, there's all sorts of different things, but obviously I'd have to get you in for a makeup trial for that, and that's where I can, and tutorial where I can tell you how to apply, where to apply and different things like that. Alright, but obviously we're just going through the colours today, so these are going to be good. Alright, and some of these would suit you as well. Alright, but then that goes with the spring palette. And you're lucky enough to have the eyes to suit. Now, this is one of my favourite palettes at the moment. So I like to use this and especially highlight by the brows. I'm wearing this today with that, this and that as well. Okay, so just, you know, help yourself and kind of, you know, I wore this last week and I think, was it that the other week? I can't really remember. But, you know, these are quite nice. These kind of shades you're going to be perfect in. This palette is kind of made for you. But if you want to divulge into, obviously, colours, then you can go more pinky and things like that. You know, maybe some like blues and different shades like that. Maybe some greens. All right. Sticking with the spring palette as well, and because your eyes are perfect, so what I will actually do for you is when I'm writing about eyeshadows, I will tell you what I've just said and then I will go a little bit deeper, all right, and give you a really good breakdown of what shades and things like that. No, we don't want those. Take that blush, it's fine. So you can get liquid eyeshadows, you could get like crayon eyeshadows, different things like that. That worked really well for you, it's lovely. And that would. Probably a little bit too green. Yeah, okay. Let me just... Perfect. Good. Close your eyes. Right, perfect. Now, you could definitely get away with, obviously, clear glosses. Any kind of nude kind of lipsticks is fine. So like something like that's good. That's quite good. That could work. So any kind of nude shades. Any kind of pink shades would be nice as well. Okay. If you're going for a bold eye, maybe more subtle lip, vice versa. Maybe certain shades of red. Nothing too pale, like not too nude. I think it's going to flush you out too much. Yeah, and I think people make that mistake sometimes. I mean, nudes are very attractive and nice, but I think it has to work with the right kind of shade. Okay, I'm going to pop on a shade and see what I think. Oh, that one's a bit dark. Have you ever wore a red lip? Okay. Okay, if you give me your hand. Okay, those two shades I think would work really well. I'm just going to pop this on your lips, okay? Okay. Okay. Perfect. Now, have a look. might as well keep that on. It's fine. So, lips, we've got nudes, pinks. Could get away with a red. Okay. No plums or purples or anything like that, okay. And not too pale. And try to alternate between. So pinks will definitely be good for you though. You could probably get away with all shades of pink, but not too purpley. All right, avoid the purples. Okay. Okay, but I will write all this down for you anyway. Again, with the lipsticks, I will go into detail. And obviously, if you do use a lip liner, you will want to use a lip liner to match your lipstick colour. Some people like to completely go darker than their lipstick and that, but personal opinion, keep it the same. But each to their own on that one, I suppose. Right, my lovely. That is your makeup colour analysis complete. I hope I, gave you some useful information. I hope you found it interesting, and obviously I will write all that up with a lot more information. I'll pop you in relevant information leaflets, all sorts of things like that I will get to you. Alright, so when you get it, make sure you have a good read through it so you know what's what, okay? So obviously I'll give you information about the types of foundation that I think you should be wearing, blush, different things like that, and how to wear it, where to place it and things like that. But if you do want to actually have a makeup trial with me, a sit down and actually get me to apply the makeup on you and or do you a tutorial on how to apply eyeshadow and different things like that, then I can book you in. Is that something you're wanting? Okay, my lovely. So, when would you like to come in? Okay, well, the report I'll try and get to you by the end of the week. All right, yes, and so week. And that will be quite detailed. Now, when you get it, I want you to have a really good look through it, okay? Don't leave it and just leave it sitting there. I want you to really look through it because I need you to go through it before you come to me. All right, and then so you want to like a trial / tutorial and with application. Okay, could get you in about 4 weeks. How's that sound? Yeah. What I will do is I'll double check my diary, everything like that, and I will email you over an appointment slot, probably about 9 o'clock, same day. Okay, but I will confirm it when I send you over your report. Okay. Perfect. When you do come, make sure you've got nothing on your face. All right, and then we can do a full application. And I can tell you where to apply something as I'm doing it and things like that. All right. You are very, very welcome, lovely. And it was an absolute pleasure to meet you. And I hope that is useful for you with obviously your other colour match that you had. And you can pop it all together and get yourself a nice outfit, get some nice makeup and treat yourself. All right, but don't do anything until I've sent you over the report. All right. You're welcome. You take care now. Bye-bye.